Hey there, this is Peacekeeperalex and the Psychic Wargamers. We're going to carry on with the Yellow Turban Rebellion campaign. This is going to be Let's Play number 28. And this is going to be the Psychic Wargamers stream number 33. Let's take a look at where we left off. So here we are about to maneuver and carry on our war campaign against Liu Bei and also Yuan Shao, I think. Yeah, Yuan Shao. Kingdom of Song. And he's got about 5 settlements. 6 settlements. 3 Liu Bei and 3 Yuan Shao. And also the last remaining, or at least soon to be, Kongrong settlement. You see Shangyong Weapons Craftsman. We're going to move on it. Got all 4 armies mustering here, ready to go. I'm going to start maneuvering both armies, I think 2 armies through. And I think we're going to take a look at what we're going to be fighting here in a bit here. After this next turn, Yuan Shu, we're already besieging one of the settlements. So again, 3 of these nations I'm at war with. And it is, yeah, Yuan Shao, Liu Bei, and also, again, Kongrong. But we're also at war with another one too, Liu Yu, for some reason. I haven't been able to situate a peace treaty with him, so it's one of those things. You can try again, but I don't think he's going to go for it. It's not him who's not going for it, it seems to be Gongdu. It's an alliance war. He's over off to the north near Zhang Yan, who attacked us earlier 2-3 episodes ago from the north. We defeated him, and then we were able to move on Shangyong.
I cannot.
I think we're going to maneuver some forces northwards. We'll move one of our generals to Penchang, and we'll move these 2 generals upwards. I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah. So again, a little bit of a standoff near Mount Tai. Since ancient times, emperors have worshipped heaven and earth here. Mount Tai. And right next, Xiak Zhao, Kingdom of Song general. He's got a lot of bowmen, some spearmen. A decent army, not too many cavalry, but 3 units. That's right on the money. 3 units cavalry, and we usually have like 4, I think. 4 units cavalry, 4 units bowmen. I like 5 units bowmen, and then having another 8 units melee infantry, 3 spears, 5 saber. Yeah, that sounds good. It's well balanced. So we're gonna move over here, upwards. So Penchang is secure. And
I refuse.
Yangtze River, from its source far in the west, the long river carries life right across China.
No.
We're gonna move through here. Give it an end turn. We are recuperating some monetaries that we ended up losing upon a lot of upgrades I ended up doing. A little bit liberal. Okay, we are getting attacked here by quite a lot of forces. This is going to be huge. Alright, so deployed 3,523, reinforcing 2,609 on my side, Heyi. And on Song side, 2,873 deployed, reinforcing 3,234. So right near the same amount of troops, give or take a couple hundred. Battle of Penchang Temple, Heyi against Kingdom of Song. Start battle. Now we do have a lot of peasant spearmen, but they are high ranked. Got a couple level 10s here. 3 level 10s and another 3 level 7s. Should it change up here? Alright, let's start it. Oh, we got a reinforcing army over here to the west. Nope, east. It is the east. There we go. Alright, so to the east, we got Huang Shao and He Yi emerging here. Remember last episode we had that scare with He Yi. We thought he had passed on in the midst of battle. I felt an energy ripple happen. Which I thought maybe it was the spirit letting me know that He Yi has passed on, but that was not the case. He ended up being alive and well and just wounded. So, wounded, eh? Wounded, yeah. Again, I am a psychic medium. I can discern communication from the spirit world and beyond the veil, in multiple different capacities. And sometimes I am aware of certain kind of energies within the gameplay itself. Like, I think that there, at times, that there is spiritual movement in regards to the gameplay. I think that there's, imagine that there could be spiritual retinues in regards to each retinue, but like more like multiplayer for some. Some of it's multiplayer, some of it's probably a computer. And it's probably a mixed bag, to be true. You can see how beautiful this map is. It is just breathtaking. You can see my reinforcing army. Reinforcing. Clubs. You guys are rocking clubs. What the hell are these? Chanters? Yeah, chanters. Yeah. All they need is the clubs. That's it. So we can see the enemy in the distance here. We are going to run down army comps. We do got some reinforcement happening. So the initial army here, and they are marching towards, we got a lot of different units. So we do have some generals, Zhang Fang, Xia Zhao, as well as Ma Liang and Bian Zi. So 4 generals right off the top. We got a couple cavalry units, calves. We've got some mounted saber militia, 2 units, but also Bing Cao riders. And that would be 2 units as well. Also some Jian Sword Guard cavalry. So we got 5 units of cavalry right off the bat. Got some axe warriors, got some peasant band, spearmen. We got some archer militia. and defenders of Earth. My God. That is not good. I hate seeing these guys. They really, really... just terrible. They do have Protectors of Earth, that heavy glaive infantry. These guys are some later tier units. I got some spear warriors, some spear guards. Also have some saber militia as well too. And I do spot some halberds, warriors of Yay. And right in the distance here we can see like 3 cavalry units, 4 cavalry units, 3. But fairly low health, about half health, and a general who's like nearly dead. A nearly dead general. Which is serendipitous. You know, it's Halloween, so maybe that correlates and puts some synergized on the battlefield. In spirit, being fought on Halloween. Moving. Are they retreating now? They are retreating backwards again, so... Not what I'm looking for. We do have 1 cavalry unit. Hooray for that. Yeah, a lot of spearmen units. I got about like 8 units of spearmen. 10 units of spearmen. We got some... We do have some... bowmen. 6 units, so it says, but I think we actually got more than that. Yes, we do. 8 units, actually. So we are rockets marchers, at least. So they are sending some spearmen forth, but the rest of the army kind of seems undecisive, kind of moving slowly back and forth on the enemy side here, not really doing too much, and they gotta wait through me sort of beating them down a bit, or them beating me down a bit, to get those reinforcement deployments on the field. Again, only allowed so many units, so some of their units need to perish for that to happen, but hopefully that won't be the case on their side. But for me, I am hoping very much that is the case. And there is a spearman unit on the move, moving right towards me. I don't know why they're sending this lone spearman unit off to the left flank, and I'm going to hit him with archers here, hopefully. Hopefully we're going to get in range, because he is now retreating. He's going in their forest, so we might lose sight of him. Fast forward just a bit. And he is still in sight, so and they are starting to move their archers over now. And Calf as well too. I am moving my archers out, so we're gonna see. Hopefully it does do some damage on this spearman unit. And yes, the spearman unit is going down quickly. Quickly. So I'm going to move my archers back. That's what we're going to do, because they are sending their forces towards me now. It is a bit sporadic. You know, a little bit right onto the... Well, right in the center, actually, mainly. A little off to the right, but off to the left flank, they are sending in some heavy... those cavalry, mounted saber militia. They are sending in those Bing Cao riders. But first, they're going to try and charge in, and my archers spotted them. They are getting hit. And they're going to go to the left flank and the center. And they attack. Charge right in. And way off to the left flank, they're kind of moving. And their charge did not work as my general was able to meet them.
Our general needs our aid.
And they're going to be caught here a little bit flat-footed, not able to get the charge off on the left flank, and they are sending more horsemen. They got a lot of horsemen on that left flank, so I'm going to continue to send more men towards it, and they are able to get one more charge off right to the flank of my men as they're attacking straight to the left flank.
I will cut out your heart.
So a lot of different horseman units there. Hopefully we're able to situate that. I do have a couple, one bowman unit that's going to be covering right next door, closer inwards to the center. Got some conflict going between the Yellow Turban Warriors and another horseman unit. There is bowmen now firing upon us in regards to that conflict. Also have some peasant spearmen taking on Giant Sword Guard cavalry, but they got more enemy units here on the way as they retreat some of their cavalry. And instead are going to opt for some spear warriors, trying to take on that Yellow Turban Warrior units there. One of their generals is almost dead, and that guy with the cool breeze is going to knock him over. Zhang Mi is going to pass on any second. Over to the right flank, some enemy units are trying to attempt to break through the front lines, but that doesn't seem to be working too well. It seems to be well balanced. They don't look like they're hitting us too hard there, so I'm actually going to send some more units. And of course, this Axe Warrior unit is now heading over here. I wanted to fold my units and attack that right flank from behind, but now I'm going to have to use one of those units to try and block this Axe Warrior from attacking this maneuver.
How witty. How very witty. Our men are running. The spineless cowards. Swords drawn. Steel yourself. Go, go, go.
So the enemy is sporadically all across my front line. I still have a lot of units to be able to attack with, but they have decimated a couple of my units here. One of my units really getting hit hard, and all of a sudden I'm looking mortal here. Because their archers are doing a supreme job in hitting us. Specifically on the center, you can see a huge amount of Yellow Turban Warriors lost their lives.
The enemy unit flees.
I am trying to target their archers to try and hit them. Try and hit them to a certain degree. And that left flank engagement, the horsemen, is working. Couple of retreating horseman units. We still have fairly well-healthed units there too as well, now encroaching and moving upon those Bing Cao riders. The update is spearmen. Yeah, the spearmen well armored. They got no shields, and one of them again is almost retreating, but right to the center, we're getting hit fairly hard. So I'm gonna have to again maneuver some forces right behind them to try and support some of these units. This Sacred Garden Watch, Yellow Turban Warriors, and Peasant Spearmen surrounded by Warriors of Yay, those spearmen, halberds, spear warriors, even some archers are joining in there from the enemy side, trying to cause some trouble there. And you know, some of my units able to catch up to some of those archers to cause them to flee and to get the hell out of here. Right flank looks like it is surrounded multiple enemy units. There's 4 engagements happening on the right flank. Furthest to the left, a lot of my units got 5 units on 2 of theirs. Jai Militia and Warriors of Yay, mainly halberds, trying to take on 2 different types of units. I thought it was 3. Yusha, heavy swordsman. And right over, furthest to the right flank, this peasant band, light spear infantry, trying to hold off 3 of my units. And again, just a thin line of enemy units trying to hold back.
The enemy unit flees.
And for a moment there, they looked like they had that, they had it in the bag, but I recorrected. Trying to situate here. I'm going to send my generals in. So sporadic archers all throughout, still hitting my troops. A couple spearmen chasing them down. Also a couple generals as well. Huang Shao in the mix over there, trying to take out those archers. Medium bow infantry. A lot of archer militia, a lot of archers as well. This left flank engagement sort of turned into something else when I sent more reinforcements further onwards into the forested area, just a little bit up above that main left flank conflict. I ended up having those protectors of heaven heavy glaive infantry trying to take on multiple of my units. They are supported by Axe Band and Saber Militia, but I also have one of my generals there in the mix too, and I'm gonna hit the buff. Get that passive going. And I got speed, melee damage. Yeah, it's the commanding shout. And their furthest left flank has folded, and that is the Jai Militia leaving. But they still have more horsemen. They're attacking me right up above, more north of that conflict. Attacking one of my units from behind.
Go, go, go! Swords at the ready! Strike!
And a couple enemy generals here almost out of health. Yuan Ti and Xia Zhao.
Warriors are running! Ha! The enemy
And what
general
again?
is fallen.
Another enemy general has fallen now. And another one's about to. He's really close, right to the right flank. He's got like no health left, surrounded by my units. And they probably got more units hitting the field here. They do. More horsemen. More horsemen hitting the field. That's not really what I wanted to see. They got half health. I need to reform this line, and I'm still fighting these units. Right off to the right flank, there's still an engagement happening. Right next door, again, more halberds, but some of them are retreating. Giant militia. And multiple generals still in the mix on my side, causing havoc, and I still need to form this line. So I'm going to send this spearman unit downwards. And that southern left conflict has been finished. I'm able to send them northwards to try and nullify those protectors of heaven. Heavy glaive, they're down to 65 men. They still do have some cavalry as well too. Again, just a little bit of Bing Zhao riders.
Our men are running! The spineless cowards!
So as I reform this line here, there is cavalry on the way and bowmen.
Make ready! At the ready! To attention! March at the double! Go, go, go! The men have no ammunition. Draw your weapons. Ready yourselves. To attention, archers. Missile, fire! Swords drawn. Show no mercy. Spearmen, attending spearmen.
listen. They cannot fire.
Shoot!
The time has come.
Together!
Steel yourselves. The enemy general falls. Ha!
Conscript!
To attention. Show fury. Attention.
The men are out of ammunition!
Faster. Hurry. Prepare. March quickly.
Stand ready!
Prepare. Charge. Attention. Unleash fury. The enemy warriors are running. Ha!
Move out quickly!
Stand ready. Run.
Ahead! March quickly! Ahead! Swordsman! The time has come! To attention, spearmen!
Archers. Swords sharpened.
Go! Go!
Ready.
The time has come!
Take heed, warriors. Move out quickly. To attention. Show fury.
At the ready! Run! Run! After the devil!
Take heed, warriors.
Kill them!
Steel yourselves.
So we are waiting for the enemy here to get over here. For some reason, they're not really moving. They got multiple different kinds of cavalry off into the distance. They got like 6, 7, 8 different kinds of well, not different kinds of cavalry, but they do got a couple different ones. These Heroine of Han medium bow cavalry. That's some of it. They got saber cavalry. They got Jian sword guard cavalry. They also, I thought they had those Bingto warriors as well too, but it doesn't look like to be. But they do have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 units of cavalry. I did send Huang Shao, one of my generals, over to Trebuchet to get rid of that. They do have some lay infantry as well, Lankai swordsmen, warriors of Ye, Lankai swordsman again, and there's Xu Yu, one of the generals. We also still have more saber infantry as well too further on, which are trying to gather strength and move towards us.
Faster.
You can see them start moving in.
Attend. Peasant infantry. Into formation. Form up, warriors. Swords drawn. Blades prepared. Swordsmen at the ready.
Ready to ride? Blades, prepare! Swords at the ready!
Steel yourselves.
Swords sharpened!
Citizens.
we've got he off in the distance trying to hold off multiple units off to the right flank. I got 3 of my generals as well, which were trying to take out those bowmen, those horsemen. Kind of put a little bit of a stopper to the charges here pertaining to some of the cavalry. We got a couple units of cavalry and hitting my left flank. And it did help that charge, which barely, there we go. Yeah, that charge ended up not doing too much.
Enemy unit flees! What cowards! Make ready! Go, go, go! Ready! Show fury! Double time! Swordsman, ready! Conscripts, strike! Militia! Move, move! Conscripts! The enemy unit flees! What cowards! Destroy
So we're going to charge in this right flank. It's a bit of a fork. It's a bit of an inverted arrow, so I could send that right flank in and sort of basically flank the enemy as it tried to attack my front.
Take heed, warriors! Move!
So multiple conflicts now happening as we've engaged the second enemy army amongst the trees.
Look! The enemy run! Craven! Make ready! Charge! Do not relent! Attack! Show no mercy!
See he to the north trying to hold off the southern part of the northern part of the army. The last 4 or 5 units trying to catch up to the main bout, which is in dire straits as the enemy is retreating here and surrounded pretty much on all sides, leaving a couple of units to hold it down. Even the cavalry off in the distance is wavering.
The enemy warriors are running! Ha! Kill them! Bowmen! Stand ready! Peasant infantry! Destroy them! Blades, ready! Move out quickly! Arrows! The time has come! Swords! To attention! Peasantry! Swords drawn! Make ready! Spearmen, stand ready! Faster! Prepare! Move! Raise spears! March at a double! Double time! Look, the enemy run! Craven!
So again, we've caught up to He. Some more units to be able to support him. There was 2 units there trying to help, and they were doing a fairly well job of it. Now the enemy is in dire.
One step closer to victory! Spearmen! Swordsman! Charge! Attention!
couple units left. The enemy, yeah, they have lost. They only got 322 left on the battlefield. Try and chase down those heroine of Han. But, female bowman, he charges in. Whoa.
Ready yourself.
Archers, prepare! Ready yourselves!
Huang Shao chasing some bandits. Bandits? That is no bandits. That's Lankai swordsmen.
To attention! The enemy unit flees! What cowards! Move, move!
What does that leave on the map here?
Citizens! Double time! Double time!
No, the enemy general is defeated. He is retreating. Just this last unit over here. He's yeah. I'm gonna send my generals after them. Because my men aren't able to catch up. I'm gonna send my horsemen as well.
Attention!
So as we wait, I'm gonna survey the battlefield. You can see how large this battle really was.
Peasant infantry! At the ready! Still yourselves!
Still chasing two of these units. Surprisingly, my general's trying to chip away. They're on horseback to be true, so I'm going to speed it up a bit here. See a large portion of army trailing behind, trying to catch up to these last remaining units. Oh my unit's just catching up to those horsemen. Chanters, nonetheless. And they're able to break free again on the move. Erwin of Han. It's a general's chase. There's also sent horsemen after them now too, but they're far ways away.
Make ready for battle!
The time has come!
Men are just always out of reach. But they're chipping away. They only got 27 health. And I think it's out of 50. Yeah, they got about 50 warriors. They don't break easily. That's for damn sure. Horsemen have caught up. And the other general as well. That's victory. They are...
Prepare!
14. That's going to be a victory.
Those who fight do not win. Those who win do not fight. This is the way of the Tao. You continue to grow and unlock the mysteries of the Tao. Now you must apply these learnings for the peace of the people. Your war has brought you to the
Justice
very
cannot be
gates of
denied.
your enemy. Behind their walls, they steel themselves against your armies.
Beyond sea, we're going to release. We're going to recruit 10% replenishment. And that was a hard-fought battle. Holy smoke. They ended up losing 5,528 off that one. That was, I think, Yuan Shao. Either that or Liu Bei. I think it was Yuan Shao, Kingdom of Song. And Kongrong ended up on the wrong side of the turf there, getting attacked by Gongdu, I think. Which is good for us, because then we don't have to worry about it. Uh-oh. Sun Ce and Cao Cao are at war. That should be interesting. Faction developments, the people's compassion. The holy man, when he governs, empties the people's hearts, but fills their stomachs. He weakens their ambition, but strengthens their bones. He always keeps the people unsophisticated and without desire. He causes that the crafty do not dare to act. When he acts with non-assertion, there is nothing ungoverned. We have studied the scriptures and have taken our next step towards enlightenment. What shall we study next? And I think I know what I'm studying next. It happens to be improve undesirable neighborhoods. The holy man desires to be desireless and does not prize articles difficult to obtain. He learns not to be learned and seeks a home where multitudes of people pass by. Very good. Yes, and we can appoint someone now in the court. And who is it going to be? These are for healers. So we have Hang Xian and Wu Li. I think Wu Li is going to get the position. The Hang Xian's the senior. So I'll go with Hang Xian. That's what I'll do. Confirm. So we do have a position open, and it's going to go, I think, Chendai, or Xiao. Ah, 2 musicians. Very good. Ah, Lai Tai. I think we're going to choose Lai Tai. He's also a musician. This post is active too, so we can actually put 2 General of the People. So maybe I'll put Wu Li as well. And over here we'll put Chendai. Put Chendai. So there we go. Xian and Wu Li. We have a lot of generals to upgrade here. I feel like there's like a certain kind of cheering going on. Ooh, effortless flow. 3% corruption. Knowledge of the body. He's a healer. I like this one. You know, do knowledge of the body. It has that heal buff that really works well. Sometimes it's not what you hit or how hard, but where. Han Yuan Shang. I think we'll also. This one's going to be. He's an astrologer, a veteran. Yeah, here we go. Focus. +5 resolve, +3 cunning, +2 enlightenment, +8% ranged armor piercing damage, and he's got some bowmen in the retinue. +10% range damage, +3% income from industry. So that would be really opportune. And then we also got one more to. Oh, well, no, we got 4 more to upgrade. DY Xujin. She's at court, so. Scare. Vengeance, +8 instincts, enables scare, +10 morale in own territory. We got 3 more to do. I guess the higher ups upgraded too. Okay, so yeah. Lu Yong. Veteran philosopher. Resourcefulness. Oh, here we go. Insights. We already have. Dang. We already have insights. I think we're going to do +3 resolve, +5 instinct, +2 enlightenment, +10% campaign movement range, and +10% speed pertaining to effortless flow. Once the bowstring is pulled back, the arrow must be released. That we'll do Feng Zhao. He's gonna have. Ooh, this one, Zeal, +8 expertise, +8% melee armor piercing damage, +40% melee attack rate. Never lose sight of the prize, no matter the obstacles along the way. And Wu Li. +3 resolve, +5 instinct, +2 enlightenment, +3% income from peasantry. Peace is the natural state. All else is transitory. Sorry, I was a little bit zealish there. Zealish? I don't think that's how I say it. Zealous. There we go. Zealous is much better. Zealish and zealous. For God's sake. Alright, then fine. Here we go. You don't know why. Because that's really what. Well, okay then. You don't know why. Oh, we also have 3 on assignment already. So that is. Oh, we can issue more assignments, I think.
Frustrations at the mountains. They cannot hear.
Deploy volunteers? Yes, we can. Okay. Guan Zhenjin. Do construction and stimulate market. 70% income. So we'll do that. Okay. And we do need to upgrade some. We can upgrade if we want to. We can upgrade city to large city. This is Changsha. Yeah. It's good for that. And turn. And we are attacked yet again. Liu Bei. So we have 5,313 against 1,586 and 2,953. It's going to be a valiant defeat that is predicted, but I think that I can turn this one around. Yeah, we can win this. And Liu Bei is attacking himself, but he's also with Duke Liang. Tashitsi.
Our roots are strong. We will achieve much.
Be wise. Keep your wits about you. Kill them.
Wise, keep your wits about you. Kill them. And the great thing about this is that he is starting his army and has to wait for reinforcements, but he is smart. He's situated right near the closest. So you know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take this hill. And since he's attacking me, he's probably gonna have to sally forth. He's probably gonna sally forth. So we're gonna situate this hill.
Enemy reinforcements are arriving. March quickly. Make haste. To attention, archers. Bowmen, stand ready. With speed. Run. Quick march! Ready to ride? Faster! Raise spears! Spears! Move out quickly! Swordsmen ready! Hurry! Attention, spearmen! Go, go! Prepare! Double time!
See the enemy army here gathering strength. A lot of different heroes on the battlefield on this one. We got Guan Yu, Liu Bei, Xu Huang, Zhuge Liang, Tashitsi, and Changxia. Which reminds me of the city of Jiangxia a bit.
Make ready! Quick march!
I'm gonna try and race towards to try and get this trebuchet off the
You fight
problematics
like your wife.
list, because
I
I don't
fought
want
my
them
wife. That's a
having that
compliment.
weaponry while we're on this hill. I'm gonna send 2 horseman units towards. And I'd probably be better sending one of my generals to deal with it, to be true. We're gonna do that.
Steel yourself. Move out quickly. Double time. Hurry. Go, go. Faster.
Spinners, attend! With speed! Attend, swordsman! Blades, ready!
Take heed, warriors. Ready. Die.
So the horsemen have arrived at the trebuchet, and they've hit them. We got fairly good hits on them, but I don't know if it's gonna be good enough for these spearmen come and hit us here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, go, 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 get out of there. So we hit him, and now we're heading out of there, and just one trebuchet remaining, and he ends up retreating. Perfect. So we got out of there in good timing. We didn't lose too many men, and they are starting to approach that hill that I'm situated on.
Archers! Quick march! Blades! You are weak!
The time has come.
Stand ready! Run! Into formation!
March quickly.
Make ready! Double time!
Run. To attention.
And horsemen, how are they getting stopped right now? How are they getting stopped? A horseman caught up to them. They ended up fighting their way through.
Move out quickly. To battle. Steel yourself.
Let's speed it up here just a bit.
Double time.
And get to where I need to go.
Swordsman. Make haste.
Swordsman!
Faster.
Swordsman, ready! Go! Go!
So it's fairly dead even.
Move out quickly. Spears ready. Run.
Our comrade is under attack!
Ooh. Charge hit us here. We lost a little bit of men there. They're not able to do too much before having to retreat. So again, we got horsemen.
Cavalry to attention.
Oh, and our horsemen are caught by the general. And we got to get out of there. We're surrounded by enemy troops trying to storm the front here. We got multiple charges happening. Cavalry hitting our units. Left flank.
Cavalry mount up. Faster. Hurry. Move.
The enemy unit flees! What coward!
Unleash fury. Run. Run. Go, go, go.
They are storming up that hill. They've hit us on the right flank here. Peasant Band, Lankai Swordsman, Saber Militia. And they also got another 2 Spearman units on the way as well. Following behind, they got some Saber Militia hitting the center.
Sword sharpened!
And they got a lot of archers on the way. Yi archers, they got archer militia, Wu-Dang archers, they got archer... Yeah, a lot of that. That's those 3 types. And they're hitting us fairly hard here.
The enemy warriors are running. Ha! Rain down,
On the left flank, we're just... We did get attacked. A cavalry swooped behind and attacked one of the spearmen from behind. So, it is fairly difficult.
Move, move! Ready! Ready, boats! Take heed, warriors!
If my cavalry could ever get situated and attack those bowmen, that would be the greatest thing ever. I'm just going to send them straight at the bowmen, try and get them to stop, because they got a lot of them. They got 8 units that are firing upon us, and it's causing a lot of damage. The left flank is victorious, but we still got Guan Yu to deal with, full health, as well as that Chengxia as well. We've got 2 enemy generals as well, too, Tashi Si and Xu Huang, both behind our lines, causing a bit of havoc. And our horsemen are able to get in the mix here and harass those bowman units, causing difficulty. The center, they got a lot of units on the center. We're going to charge them in to try and support. Our cavalry is still in the mix, despite all the kind of craziness that's been happening, the maneuvering over on the enemy side. And they're still trying to charge up that hill right in the center. With that hill advantage, thank God. It's been the difference. And we did get a unit over there to charge at their archers right from the front. And their archers are retreating a little too late. We're able to catch them. And they're still going to move, though. Lucky for them.
The men have no ammunition.
And we are starting to fold on this large group of units in the center. There's a huge conflict right to the right. All along, still engaged. Fairly even. They got a lot of units right to the left of it. You can see here 2 units, Saber Militia and Xu veterans, try and take on multiple units of mine. And to the left flank, they still, yeah, they got a lot on the left flank as well, too. Guan Yu and multiple generals causing problems. Got multiple archer units here moving in because we're out of arrow fire. I'm going to try and move these horsemen out of the way for sentimental value. That's how I feel about it. They've been doing a really, really good job. They took out a lot of bowman units. Were able to take out that trebuchet the early on game. Took out multiple cavalry as well. So I'm going to try and maneuver them to a safe distance.
Look, the enemy run! Craven!
So basically 2 conflicts left. Left flank sort of merged with the center conflict, and also to the right flank, which I folded on both of them, so they're surrounded. in the center and the right flank. I got multiple units maneuvering behind them to attack them from behind. And their archers are still firing, have decent amount of ammunition, sadly, and they got a lot of generals. So that is the interesting thing about it. We're gonna go after the general with this glaive unit, Bringers of Righteousness, medium glaive, try and take out Guan Yu. See this pocket of yellow turban warriors in the mix of the enemy that's surrounded as well, making the enemy look like a bit of a donut here. Ooh, enemy general.
The enemy warriors have
Jesus.
Ha!
I'm gonna send one of my generals over to assist.
Cavalry, stand ready. Horses, stand ready.
We're gonna try and take out
The enemy
Louvet,
general is falling.
and
They were no
he is
match.
gone. That worked.
Attend.
Now we're gonna try and take Guan Yu out of the mix. We still have Zhu Liang and Xu Hang as well.
Prepare. Double time. Steel yourselves. Blades ready. To battle. Horsemen. Go, go, go.
See the mustering of forces here. And those bowmen have done damage. To be true. They truly have, sadly.
Move, move. Take heed, warriors.
I'm gonna send one of my generals here, if possible, to try and take out those bowmen.
Craven. Swords. Show no mercy. Move, move. The enemy general falls. Ha! Swords at the ready. Do not relent. Swordsmen. Kill them. Attend me, spearmen. Faster. Stand ready. Blades ready. Make ready. Destroy them. Our success moves on. Swordsmen ready.
So we have defeated the main lines here. The left flank and the center flank are now venturing forth to try and take out those archers. The right flank is still engaged. Multiple units still there, but a lot of them are retreating. A couple of them are retreating, leaving pretty much the bowmen on the field and a few units holding it down to the right flank. As well as the center, some bowman unit kind of standing in the way of prosperity.
Craven. Swords. Charge. Unleash fury. Cavalry, mount up. enemy warriors are running. Ha! Go! 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 Move! Move out quickly! Run! March at the double! Double time! Unleash fury! Prepare! The enemy warriors are running! Ha!
See one of our generals here, Lai Tai, trying to take out Zhuge Liang. They're a good past 5-10 minutes now. And that is victory.
Those who fight do not win. Those who win do not fight. This is the way of the Tao. You continue to grow and unlock the mysteries of the Tao.
We
Now you must
outwitted
apply
them.
these learnings for the peace of the people. Your war has brought you to the very gates of your enemy. Behind their walls, they steel themselves against your armies. They cannot hold out forever. Yet an assault may be costly if not swift. Yet wait too long, and reinforcements may arrive to relieve their embattled comrades. War grows bitter and enduring between you and your enemy. If there is...
So that was 4,102. We lost 2,898. Really good battle. We're going to recruit.
We have need of
7%
good
replenishment. So really strong defensive there, lasting 2 battles within the past couple turns. Fairly big ones too as well. We are moving through Shangong Pass to Weapon Craftsman, and Kongrong raises an army. And they are attacking us. Yuan Shu is attacking us. It's going to be Battle of Nanyang, large city, regional. I think I'm going to leave it off here. I'm going to hit quick save. And yeah, we're going to see Battle of Nanyang on the next episode. Thank you for joining.